The anonymous plumber left me his hat to wear on the farm to bring me luck. So whenever I'm doing something problem solving that's a bit of a challenge, I can wear his hat and solve all challenges by myself. I look at this kitchen and it has just got crazy the last few weeks, couple of weeks. So before I can get started on the wall, I have to do something about the kitchen. I've got all boxes there still with plumbing stuff, some stuff I can return, others that'll be used later on. I've already collected up bags of rubbish, boxes and plastic bags, fittings were in, etc, etc. But this is, sorting out this kitchen is a big job. Right, first full load of rubbish to the tip. Okay, got some old food bags to put the bark in. I've got my spacers for my tiling. I've got the line that I need for cordwood to get a start. These are some white tiles that I've got. Yeah, gathering the materials. I'm still treating Mallow Puff's eye. I'm going to use my grandmother's old recipe now. Rooibos tea, I'm going to use that to wash her eye out. And then I'm going to put in a couple of drops of colloidal silver, which works as a natural antibiotic. Oreo's being an absolute tosser this morning. Going for my feet and toes, so I have to have a stick handy to fend him off. I don't know if Mallow Puff is in season, or I thought she might have been pregnant, but because he's interested, very interested, he's just eaten his fruit this morning. He hasn't wanted to eat his grain. And Mallow Puff has come running down here because I've been treating her eye, and she doesn't like having her eye treated. Pigs. So what I'm planning on doing, I have filled his barrel again. I'm going to make, you can see how he's moved all the stones. I'm going to put the bricks, put that together again. I've got this old piece of shade netting I will put behind over here so that if he does push it, it should bounce off the shade netting. That's the theory. Is not making this job any easier. He's got to inspect everything I'm doing. Yeah, the whole time. Right, just hammered that extra little bit of this shade netting on the side there, but I've got it all the way down, so the hope is if he tries to push the barrel over, the shade netting will stop that. The other thing that I've done is I've tied the barrel's handles onto there so he can get the water from there. Let's hope this is going to work. I'm just busy laying out the tiles to figure out how it's going to look around the sink, because I don't have a tile cutter around the sink. I think I'm going to just do like a mosaic with tiles, but these tiles I'll leave whole like this. So I'm starting to lay the tiles down now. I put them out just to see how it was going to work, and I'm just using wood glue to attach them onto this OSB top. I decided that I wanted, because this area is going to be where I am going to be prepping and working, I didn't want this part to be mosaic. I wanted it to be a better working surface. So the mosaic part will go around the sink. But this part at least will be a good working surface. So once I've finished laying the tiles and they have set and fixed onto the OSB, I will then do the grouting. That's the plan. Finished the tiling, I'm finished the mosaic part, so I'm just letting this dry, and then probably tomorrow morning I'm going to grout it. Once I've done that and the grout is dry, then I'll be doing the tiles on the wall. I know, don't say it. It looks like I'm going for the 1970s look. But I had some of these mosaic tiles left from when I made my Quinta de Bella Pedra sign. And I mean, I think it looks ugly with the OSB and that. So I thought I'm just going to cover it up and just do a border with this. Because I'm going for the blue and white look over here. Friend of mine gave me that tile from the Netherlands, so I thought instead of putting it on the wall, I will include it on my bench top here. Okay, so I have finished the border, and yeah, it does look a bit like a swimming pool, but I think it's better than if it was just the OSB and whatever sticking out. So next step will be to grout, but I want this to dry nicely, set nicely, so that I can then do the grouting. I can't believe how the time has flown. I've been busy on this for, let's see, 5, 6, a lot of hours, and the time has just, yeah, flown by. But I am pleased with the result, and that's what counts. So I'm going to make a pear, lime and ginger preserve jammy thing. So I've taken about a thumb-sized piece of ginger and I'm actually going to chop this quite fine. But I don't know where my chopping board is, and I don't really have a surface to work on at the moment, so I'm balancing on a chair at the moment. Because what will be my work surface to work on in the future, I'm just waiting for the gluing part of putting the tiles down to set. Right, so I've chopped that ginger quite finely. It's probably about 1 to 2 tablespoons of ginger, I think. I like ginger, so I've put in quite a bit. So I'm now going to peel the pears, and then to this I am going to add about 5.5 cups of chopped pears. Right, I got roughly 5.5 cups of chopped pears, and that means that I got lots of peels for the piggies. So normally you want 2 large limes. These limes are quite small, so I think I'll use 4 limes. So I'm going to zest the peel, because I found my zester thingy. Zest the peel and squeeze out the juice. And thank you to Sandra de Jong for sending me this squeezer thingy, which makes it so much easier to get the juice out of citrus. Right, zest is done, and I can add this now to these pears. Okay, so that's the juice I extracted from the 4 small limes. Yeah. Tundi's lying at the one side, Juno's lying at the other side. Okay, I've added in 2 cups of sugar, and I've reserved the 3rd cup of sugar because I'm going to be mixing 2 teaspoons of pectin with that, but I'll add that in later. And what I'm going to do now is bring this to the boil. Right, so you put this all on to boil now, and you are wanting it to get the pears softened. Once the pears are softened, then you'll add that last 1/3 of a cup of sugar with the 2 teaspoons of pectin. Right, pears are nice and soft. I'm now going to add the 1/3 of a cup with the 2 teaspoons of pectin. Okay, let's add in 2 teaspoons of pectin. Right. So you just let this boil now till it gets to the gel stage. When it gets to the gel stage, you put it into sterilized bottles. So I've just put this towel on my tiles that I haven't grouted yet. But to check to see if it's in the gel stage, what you do here is you put like a little bit of the liquid on a spoon. Oh, it's all... And you can see, like, if it starts turning to a gel, this is still not ready, then you know it's at that gel stage. It's almost there. So there we have it, 2 jars of delicious pear, lime and ginger preserve. Another beautiful morning on the farm, another beautiful sunrise, lots to do today. I think I'm going to give Mallow Puff a general antibiotic that I've got to help her fight this infection in her eye. I've just got to read up and see what the dosage is. It is in tablet form, so I bought some bananas because my idea is if I can stick it in a piece of banana, that might tempt her to take the medication. But I'm going to put the rooibos tea in a spray bottle now because it's so difficult to try and let me wipe her eye. I have the rooibos tea in a spray bottle. Those of you from South Africa will know that rooibos tea has many healing properties. So let me go and look for her and see if I can squirt her eye. So I have more tea ready to put in her eye. Its eye's actually looking a lot better, but she's not really eating. She's taken one piece of apple this morning. So I'm going to try and see if I can put that in antibiotic tablets in banana and see if I can get her to eat the banana. But I've cut up more fruit for Mallow Puff, and as you can see, I've put the antibiotic pills in banana. Seeing that she was keen to eat fruit, and the tea is in the spray bottle. Rooibos tea. Yeah, this morning I can see Oreo is trying very hard, knocking all the bricks out from under the barrel, but because the barrel is suspended, he's not able to get it to fall over yet. Hello Puff won't touch the doctored fruit. She keeps looking in the bucket, but I don't know what she's looking for. So I can't get her to take the antibiotics. She's happy to go into the bucket, but she won't eat. She's had a few pieces of apple this morning, but not nearly enough to sustain her. I don't know why she's squashing the bucket now. What are you doing, Mallow Puff? You must eat, my girl. Yeah. Hey, you gotta eat. Yes. He's also very interested in the tea bottle. Okay, well that plan didn't work to try and get these antibiotics into her. I'll have to pick this up so the other pigs don't come and get them. So this area she's gone into now, this is the pig's favorite area in this pen, because this is, it goes quite far back and it's all shade in here. This is where they love to lie, in this area. This is their favorite. Thank you so much to Eileen for the amazing reciprocating saw that arrived in the post as a gift from Amazon yesterday. Thank you so much. This will be put to work very soon. So I was given these tiles by someone who was doing like a house renovation, and these were the original old Portuguese tiles in their 100-and-something-year-old house. So I'm going to use these as the backsplash for my kitchen sink area. I'm just going to clean these tiles up a bit. I used a couple of the broken tiles in my mosaic pattern on the work surface around the sink. But I'm just going to clean these tiles off, and I'm going to make the tile glue mortar mixture to put on the wall to put these tiles up. So that is the pattern these tiles are going to make. So this bench is 8 tiles across. And I'm going to have 2 rows of tiles. So I have just enough tiles. So when Nick built this bench, what a coincidence. It's actually quite amazing that he built it for the exact number of tiles I have for the backsplash. Okay, covered the bench top with some plastic. All ready now to make up my tile cement mixture. Right, have my drill with mixer attachment, a container to mix the stuff in, gloves, the tile cement, and I'm just going to reuse the water that I used to wash off the tiles to mix in with the cement so that I'm not wasting water. I think that's all. So you wanted to have this kind of a creamy consistency. Okay, so this is the tiling that's done. I'm just waiting for the tile cement to set, and then I'll remove the spaces and we'll get onto grouting. But I am very happy with how it's come out. Leftover tile cement won't be wasted. I'm just going to add that into my mouse holes. Right, I've just poured all the leftovers in. You can see slowly closing up these holes. So I'm going to just try my first little cordwood mixture. I'm going to use this container over here. In between the mortar and your logs, it's going to be a mixture of sawdust and mixed with lime. So I'm going to be putting lime in with that. And to make sure that I get my measurements right, I'm going to use this scoopy thing for everything that I'm going to do. So the mixture is, I'm just going to do one batch to see how it goes and how much water I'm going to have to add to it. But the mixture is 3 sand, so it'll be 3 of these filled with sand, 2 of these filled with sawdust, 1 of these filled with lime, and 1 filled with cement. And then you just mix water with it to make quite a quite a thick mortar that you can play around with it with your hands. So that's the plan. So this is the lime sawdust mixture that I will just mix up now. This is what is going to go in between the logs, the inside of the logs, so that no critter, it acts as insulation and no critters will live in it because it's got the lime mixed with it. That's the theory. And I'm using the wheelbarrow to mix the mortar. Because it turned out to come out to be too much for me to put into that one that I used. So they say you don't want the mixture too wet, but I'm not sure if this is the right consistency or if it is too dry. But I'm going to give it a go. So because this area has this rock that comes up here, I've tried to sort of make that more or less level with this to make it a little bit easier. But I'm going to use any of the pieces that are a little bit shorter. I'm going to have to use to take into account this rock that's over here. Right, cordwood wall has finally started. Good news, Malapuff is eating dinner like normal. So I am very happy. Funny story, well, it's hugely funny now, wasn't necessarily funny at the time. So when I closed the gate, I hadn't made sure that this thing went down. So the pigs pushed against the gate and I had the great escape. So when I came tonight to give them their food, this pen was empty. But then, as soon as Apple Pie saw me, she came running. I opened the gate, she went in. But Cinnamon Bun and the 3 piglets were gone. So it's like the story of the 3 little pigs with Mommy Pig. Well, surrogate Mommy Pig, because Apple Pie is actually their mommy. And I suddenly had the urgent need to go to the bathroom. So I thought, oh, I'll look for Cinnamon Bun later on. And I went down to go through my kitchen. And who is sitting on the floor in the kitchen? Not lying down or standing, sitting on the floor in the kitchen, but Cinnamon Bun. And the 3 piglets were investigating my surviving vegetable plants. So they were outside in the patio area. So I thought, well, this need for the bathroom is so urgent, I can't chase this pig back. So I went to go and sit on my new flushing toilet. Who followed me to the toilet but Cinnamon Bun and 3 little pigs? So I had to do my business being watched by a surrogate Mommy Pig and 3 piglets. Oh my God, I swear. Yeah, I didn't have my camera, but I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to film myself on the toilet anyway. So, as soon as I had finished, I just started walking, and she just walked next to me and the 3 little pigs, and they just followed me all the way back here. I didn't even have a bucket. So that's the story of surrogate mommy and 3 little piglets. As you can see, it's been a very, very busy and productive few days since the anonymous plumber left. I've been going all out to get things done on this list. So I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed the tiling. I really, really do enjoy tiling and creating mosaics. So it is the task has not really been a task, it's been a pleasure. And I've finally made a start on the Cordwood wall. I can't go any further now until I move those OSB sheets, which are in front of the wall and sticking up, so I can't get to the other side of it. So I've got to move 14 heavy OSB sheets. And of course I have to find a place to put it because we got rain forecast next week. So I'm probably going to have to find a place in the poor kitchen. The poor kitchen, that's all I can say. Some parts of it are being prettied up, like the tiling, but oh my goodness, I got plumbing stuff in there. It's a nightmare at the moment. But doesn't matter, things are getting done. So if you can subscribe, if you haven't subscribed yet, comment below. I read every comment. Give this video a thumbs up. That all helps this channel to grow. And if you want to see this person, I won't call myself old woman anymore because people have been telling me off for calling myself an old woman. But if you want to see this person do build this Cordwood wall, and tomorrow I've got to do the grouting of those tiles, then please continue watching. Share the video with your friends. Put it out to the universe. And in the meantime, If you want to support the channel, you can buy a coffee. The link is in the description below. I do have an Amazon wish list in the description below as well. And otherwise, you can just use Super Thanks. That works just as well. Every little bit helps. It's been a long day, a busy day. I've done a lot. So in the meantime, stay safe, stay sane, and I'll see you on the next video.